恋が咲く頃桜時
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the stream today. I didn't title it as such, but we're gonna have Saku Day, Sakuna, and Saku. So, you guys look forward to that. I'm not feeling the best today. I got up early. Wasn't feeling too good. I tried to go to work, although I was struggling to breathe a bit. And then I got like nearly there, and then I realised I didn't have my high vis. So basically, I gave up on that and decided to rest instead. I mean, it might be because of my new Ring Fit light routine. I've been doing that the past week, once every 2 days. Yesterday was a pretty tough session because I got the plank workout, and because my thigh Joy-Con had slid down to my knee, it wasn't registering properly, and I didn't realise. So I was really struggling. It was really painful. But enough about me. Let's continue. Okay, we're on the 17th of April. Okay, that's I'm not sure how many. I'm not sure if this is like little busters where you get like 2 weeks doing the common route and then the other routes open up or not. But you know, this has been like the 4th or 5th day now. A lot has happened, really, to be fair, in that time. So the next morning, after waking up, I leave my room while brewing with motivation. Just give us a sec first. Okay. I just thought I'd check that my I didn't have that error issue I had last time, where it stopped capturing. But it's fine. Well then, I should go wake Konami up first of all. Alright. Alright, I wonder if we're going to get to see some more Konami CG. This morning is and yet completely different. Nope.
Yu-kun, ohayo.
Ohayo, Mio-chan.
Konami-chan wa hagu-hagu chū?
Yeah, she should come out any moment now. God damn it, Aoi. You're so cute. Doting parent. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I guess so. Aoi-san's love is a form of family affection, since we're living together. It's quite easy to grasp that. Then what exactly is affection in regard to the opposite sex? As I ruminate on that, I start to feel like I'm understanding love even less than before. Nah, Mio-chan.
Oh? Nani?
Let's suppose you had someone you loved. Oh god, she does, doesn't she? It's just a what-if question, no need to get so flustered. What would you do to raise your affection towards each other? Was that too difficult?
Yu-kun, 私、彼氏さんにどうやって触ったらいいんだろう?
Wait, what? Huh? Oh yeah, right, because of a condition. True enough. Now that she mentions it, there's something else Mia has to conquer before that. Gomin. Fixing that comes first, right?
私役立たず.
Hey, you can't help what's happened. I'm sure there's a deep-seated reason that you have trauma. It doesn't have to be you. Just imagine someone else. Does anything come to mind? No BL stuff, okay?
わかってるよ. そうだな.
You gotta love it that she fantasizes over boys' love, but yet can't touch a boy. Is there some sort of irony in that? all that time just to be hear that. That's alright. Sorry for having asked you something strange. I suppose this subject is a little too difficult for her after all.
でも突然どうしたの？
There's just something I've been thinking about.
思うところ？
I've been thinking that maybe I'm able to smile if I fell in love with someone.
ゆうくん。
Oh damn, what did I just say? Nandemonite. Forget what I said.
忘れられないかも。
And Mia's like, damn, why am I still like this? I have a shot here. Spare me.
なるほど。それで朝から甘酸っぱい会話を繰り広げていたわけですか。
Ah, yes, here is Konami-chan. She's actually quite tall, isn't she, considering she's a kohai. I wouldn't really say bittersweet.
ゆうくんなんだか可愛いかも。
Oh no, now he's gonna get picked on. Gah. It may have been a mistake to ask Mio after all.
それで、兄さんは彼女が欲しいの？
Well, concerning my goal, getting a girlfriend might help. But to be precise, I only want to learn how to smile. And that's your problem. That's not how a relationship should be founded.
だから彼女である必要はないと。
That's right, but Aoi-san said that the process was important, so I'm mulling a couple of things over at the moment.
私を愛したらわかるかもしれないよ。
Actually, I think I'm loving you more than enough already.
兄さん、こんな朝から近親相関宣言。
Yep, incestuous. Don't just force the conversation to go in a weird direction.
コナミちゃんとユウくんが？いえ、ミオさんも一緒です。
You too.
3人でなんて。
Oh my. Oh my, what is this conversation first thing in the morning? Calm down, Mio. And you, Konami. Don't stir her up.
ついミオさんも仲間に入れちゃった。
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's the reason. Tehe without any intonation doesn't really serve its purpose. Ah, there's literally no point in consulting with you guys. I feel like these two aren't very suited for this subject. Maybe it's because they happen to be so extremely close to me.
兄さん。
Quite possibly. Quite possible. Doshite no?
見つかるといいね。
Oh, thank you. Cute. After arriving at school and parting with the two girls, I walked through the hallway to pursue some minor business. And before long, two well-acquainted sisters enter my field of vision. Ah yes, the Tsukishima siblings. Yo, you two! Ohayo!
あ、おはよう、浅葉くん。ちょっと、気安く私に声をかけるんじゃないわよ。
Is there any surprise Hanako doesn't have a root? It's quite obvious, isn't it? As contrastive as ever.
別に挨拶くらい普通でしょ。何を怒ってるのよ。うっさいわね。私はこんな馬の骨に話しかけられるほど安くなった覚えはないわ。
Oof, that's a bit harsh. Well, sorry about that.
美少女すぎる私をナンパしたいのはわかるけど、浅場ユームなんかじゃ会話も無理ね。
She's got such a high opinion of herself, man. Tsukishima, do you have a moment?
って無視すんな。それで浅場くん、話って何？
She's having a rant. It's about the PMC. I still haven't given you my answer, right?
考えてくれたんだ。
Sorry that I kept you waiting for so long.
ちょっと、私の話を軽く聞き流さないでくれる？
You're not important, Hanako, please. Just as always, Hanako's overflowing with energy right from the morning. Gomen, I'm talking to Tsukishima right now. I'll play with you later, so be patient for a while.
ごめんね、花。
Her pride must be taking a battering right now.
それで浅場くん、
Tsukushima urges me to go on with a rather nervous expression. Well, I suppose it's normal to feel anxious as one who invited me. Well, you know some time ago you told me, right?
何のこと？
That I should try to smile.
あ、うん。それがどうしたの？
I think I'll put some effort into it.
笑ってみるの？
In response to my words, she tilts her head from the side in puzzlement. Well, I guess for anyone else but me, there is no immediate connection between that and her invitation, but inside my mind, there is a clear relation. I want to search for the person who can make me smile.
笑顔にしてくれる人って？
Which means he's going to go into he's going to attempt to go into, so he can't really be part of the PMC. I think that's what we're getting at here. And in short, that means, damn, it's actually pretty embarrassing to explain it on the spot. Come in, I'll explain it later to you. So
無理ってこと？
come in. She probably got the drift and just said herself what was kind of hard for me to say.
そっか。はあ？何それ？わけわかんないんですけど。
Are you still here? Well, just as I said, I'll explain it later to Tsukushima.
笑いたいなら脇腹をくすぐってあげるわよ。
That's probably the most straightforward way to get someone to smile. Yeah, that's not what I meant.
じゃあどういう意味よ？花、大丈夫だから。何が大丈夫なのよ？あんた今の説明で納得できるっていうの？
Yeah, I can see where she's coming from.
それは私は納得できないわ。
Even though it's not really her business. Well, I guess she's just doing this for her sister, so.
お断りするならするではっきり言いなさいよ。バカにしてんのあんた。
Getting angry for Tsukushima like this, Hanako truly looks like her older sister. For some reason, I feel a little bit happy even though I'm getting shouted at.
花、いいの。だから何がいいのよ。だって浅場くん、見せてあげて。
Oh dear, what's happened? Hi, take a good look, Hanako. I'll be back in a sec, guys. Alright, I'm back. My parents dropped off a parcel and some hair clippers for me to deal with my hair after the stream because it's gotten kind of long. I need to cut it away a bit. And so I show Hanako the severely criticized special smile of mine. Yep.
ね、浅場くんはこんな笑い方しかできないの。
Oh boy.
きしょい顔だけど。いや、これはスクープだわ。浅場優馬の衝撃的表情の瞬間よ。
It's not born, it's been like that for the longest time.
学園新聞の一面はこいつで決まりね。
Oh, god damn it. Don't settle for that. Dear me. After parting with the Tsukishima sisters, I dropped by the student council room. But because of what happened the other day, it's a bit hard to go in. Yeah, there was a little bit of a issue the last time that he spoke to Jinpo Senpai, and that's why it's awkward.
あ、優馬くん、来てくれたんだ。
Well, yeah. I was an idiot to have wasted even a second worrying, because she doesn't care.
それで、生徒会に入る気になったの？
Unfortunately, that's not the reason I came here.
なんで？
Well, like I said, I have a different reason for being here today.
そんな急がなくてもいいよ。ゆっくりお話ししよう。
Oof. I'll pass on that. It's a simple matter after all.
もうせっかちだな。で、どうしたの？
It's about the day before yesterday.
おとといって、あのこと？何？まだ私のこと叱り足りないの？
いいえ、なんでもない。That's not it. I wanted to apologize, so, ごめんなさい。I don't want to hear that. I want to hear you say you'll join. Senpai? What did I say to make her give me that sullen look?
ゆうまくんは間違ったことを言ったと思ってるの？
Ooh, yeah. I guess that is true, yeah. Well,
思ってないでしょ？
Right. It's just that I went a bit too far.
じゃあ謝っちゃダメ。私が反省しなくなっちゃうよ。
Wow, she actually wants to learn from her mistakes. Who is this and what has she done with the real Jinpo Senpai? But I didn't mean to hurt you.
いいの。生徒会長が間違ったことを言ったなら、生徒がそれを糾弾するのは当たり前だもの。
Well, she's taken that with a lot of grace. I guess I'm not that surprised. She is quite a laid-back person after all. The thought that she should say that to Tsukishima rather than me suddenly comes to mind. Yep. But well, since she's even saying it to me, I suppose she also said it to Tsukishima before.
だから、ゆうまくんは気にしないでいいんだよ。
Okay, if you say so, that's fine with me.
あ、ごめん。やっぱり気になって。罪滅ぼしに生徒会に入るなら歓迎するから。
God damn it, it's back to this, doesn't it? You sound like some evil saleswoman.
今契約すれば漏れなく美人生徒会長がついてきちゃうけど、どう？
As a bonus, what are you talking about? You get her, we get you anyway, don't you? You're calling yourself a Shoujo?
いろいろサービスするよ。
Oh my. What is she even doing? She's offering sexual favors, it sounds like. I'll pass.
なんで？
I already told you before, I have to help out at the infirmary, so I don't think it's possible for me to join.
沢田先生の手伝いか？
It's starting to sound more and more like an excuse to me. Senpai? It looks like Jinpo Senpai is pondering something. But before long, she raises her head and throws a question at me.
ねえ、ゆうまくん。仮になんだけど、沢田先生が手伝いはいらないって言ったらどうするの？
Yes, I guess, this is a theory, in theory. If she doesn't need my help. Seeing how lazy she is regarding work, I think that's more or less impossible. Although it's also true that she's cutting corners precisely because I'm helping her out. But still, supposing she really did tell me that. At that time, I would tell her, got it, with a smile on my face. Oh my god, not that smile. That's punishment, right?
あの気持ち悪い笑顔で
Yeah, man. I plan on being to be able to smile normally eventually.
私も協力するもんね
So join the student council, bitch. Sure. Which reminds me, you already said that you wanted me to make me smile the other day.
うんコナタンもミオちゃんもユウマくんの笑顔は素敵だって言ってるから早く見せてね
It seems I become stiff if I try to intentionally smile.
あ生徒会の活動内容増やす笑顔作りって入れるよ
She will not take no for an answer, dude. I think you might just have to give in eventually. As I said, I won't join.
私含めて4人も手伝ってくれるんだよ
And all of you are better at smiling than me, so no thank you.
底辺からのスタートの方が燃えると思うんだけどな
Well, it won't really help me if you get fired up by that, though. And besides, getting fired up wouldn't get me anywhere in the first place.
といけないもうすぐ朝のホームルーム始まっちゃうね
Oh right, come in. I'll be leaving then.
生徒会はいつでも大歓迎だからまた笑顔を見せに来てね
Sure. That is, if you're also fine with the disgusting one.
楽しみにしてる
While gazing at Senpai's wonderful smile, I leave the student council room behind me. God damn. I wonder if the people around me will also smile if I manage to make such a great smile like her. While thinking about that, I make my way towards the classroom.
これでよし
Oh my goodness, it's another notice.
頑張ってるねユーリチンポー先輩それ風紀委員の月間指標ポスターはいこんな授業の合間の休み時間にまで大変だな
Well, she's in this situation because she is.
仕方ありません生徒会と違って風紀委員会は人手が足りませんから
True, they've doubled their like members in like a matter of days while the PMC is still struggling with just like her and like maybe one or two other people.
痛いとこをつくな勝手に4人にしちゃったしねすみません別に嫌味を言うつもりは
Oh, Yuri.
そうやってはっきり言ってくれないとわからないし
Oh.
それに私はユーリのそういうところが大好きなんだ
It was a position that was forced on her, but she gives it 110%, and you gotta admire that.
何をいきなり嫌いな先輩から言われても嫌だろうけど
Oh, I don't think she hates you per se.
そんな私先輩を嫌ってなんていないですよ
I just wish you'd act a bit more responsibly with your position.
え本当私嫌われてないはいその逆ですから
Oh my. The flowers are blooming.
逆ってことはもしかしてジンパー先輩ってすごいなってその憧れてます
There should be lilies around this frame right now. Or should be framing this picture.
え本当
Oh, Yuri's so cute.
やだユーリってばかわいいお持ち帰りしたい嫌ですよというかひっつかないでください
Oh my god, she's so precious.
ほら大好きな先輩だよチューしちゃうよチュー嫌ですってば
Oh man.
もう ユーリってば恥ずかしがり屋さんなんだから。
That is some huge gap moe right there. That's probably why she's my favorite.
でも先輩のそういうところがいえ、そういうところがミオやコナミさんを引きつけたんだろうなって。
She does care. You can tell that much.
私は二人とも取引に応じてくれただけだと思ってるよ。
Nah, I think there could be more to it than that.
多分二人とも計算だけで応じるほど安い子たちじゃないですよ。
そっか。でもユーリに言われると自信出るかも。
Really? I thought your self-confidence was pretty high already.
出してください。それに私では二人を助けられませんでしたし。
Oh, you did your best.
誰か助けたい人でもいるの？
Well, I think that's obvious, isn't there?
なんだかそんな風に聞こえちゃった。ユーリならできると思うよ。
Yes, I think so too.
私には無理です。
Well, not with that attitude.
どうして？
いろいろとそう思うことがあって。
思っただけ？行動してないの？
I know, she's just assuming things won't work out.
そんな行動に移すなんて。
Come on, Yuri, you could do it.
行動しないと無理かどうかはわからないよ。
Yeah, you can't just assume that it won't work.
ちなみにね、ユーリ。
はい、何ですか？
メンバー募集中なんだけど、生徒会。
Oh my god, is she gonna get Yuri on board?
まさか。
うちと協力しない？
何を言ってるんですか？そんなの無理に決まってます。
Yeah, they kind of have to be impartial, don't they?
まあまあ聞いてユーリ。生徒会の掲げる目標なんだけど、実はコニョコニョ。
ASMR.
どう？やる気になった？
Oh my.
知りません。
Oh my god, she's so cute. Oh. Oh god, here we go. As I'm getting ready to go home, I hear a terribly spirited shout from the hallway. Was that Hanako? I don't know what it is she's done, but she's sure as lively as ever. Surija. Just when I get up from my chair to go home, the door to the classroom is thrust open with great force.
見つけたわよ、浅場ユーマ。
Oh no. What do you want?
そんなクールを気取っていられるのも今のうちだけよ。
Oh, she's done it. She's done the news article about his smile, hasn't she? As far as I know, I'm not putting on a false front or anything. Besides, compared to Hanako, basically everyone comes off as unruffled.
何でもいいからこれを見てみなさい。
Accompanied by a makeshift sound effect, Hanako shows me a sheet of paper. It's the school paper the newspaper club always distributes in the hallway. Eh? Only this time, there's a giant picture of what is supposedly my face on the front page. I see you haven't learned your lesson, Hanako.
今回はれっきとした新聞部の活動なんだからいいでしょ。つが花子言うな。
Well, it's true that there are often pictures of students in the school newspaper. But that usually requires the permission of the student in question. Needless to say, I don't remember ever giving her mine.
どうよ、この気持ち悪い顔。
God damn, she's such a grudge holder, isn't she? I don't really know what to say, actually. while I gaze at this strange picture, the girls in my class who haven't left yet peek at the paper from the sides.
何これ何これ、浅場くんの変顔。これは貴重だよね。写真撮っとこ。
God damn.
ちょっとあんたたち
It seems like they aren't creeped out at all. I have no idea why, but it seems to be going down well with them.
そんな、どうして
He's the wanted guy after all. Don't ask me. I'm as clueless as you are.
あんたのきしょい顔よ。これがなんでもてはやされるの
How should I know? But well, I see now. So that's how my smile looks, huh? Looking at it objectively, I can only say that it's no wonder people consider my smile disgusting. What catches my eye is another article that's on the same page. Supplementary notification regarding the student council's field of activities? Don't tell me she pulled some weird stunt again. From today onwards, the student council will also be in charge of the PMC's responsibilities. Nani?
浅場優馬の人気を落とせると思ったのに、とんだ誤算だわ。
Gosh damn, Hanako, you are one bitter girl. Is it any wonder you don't have a boyfriend?
まあ、それ。
Whoops.
私が知るわけないでしょうが。あのブスが何をしようと、私の知ったこっちゃないって言ってんのよ。
God damn, I skipped some stuff, damn it. Yeah, okay. Okay, hey, Hanako.
何よ。っていうか、花子って言うんじゃないわよ。
What's the meaning of this article here? While asking that, I point towards the corresponding section on the paper.
ああ、それ。私が知るわけないでしょうが。
You're the one who wrote it.
あのブスが何をしようと、私の知ったこっちゃないって言ってんのよ。
What ugly who? Who? What was that? Closely inspecting the article one more time, I noticed a familiar name being listed as a new member.
あんなブス妹のことなんてどうだっていいわよ。それより、あんたの評判を落とす方が。
Wait, what? Gomen, something urgent came up.
ってこら、人の話は最後まで聞きなさいよ。
Sorry, we have to learn what Yuri's doing. I pretend that I don't hear her and leave the noisy classroom behind me. I guess I should hurry. I quicken my pace as I catch sight of the already setting sun. Tsukishima! After having run around for a while, I finally spot her back and call out to her.
浅場くん
Yokata! I finally found you.
私を探してたの
There's something I want to ask you.
聞きたいこと
Did you join the student council?
もう知ってるの
Just now, Hanako showed me the latest issue of the school paper and there was an article about it.
ああ、そっか。誰かが話したわけじゃなかったのね。
I wonder if he's feeling a bit betrayed that the one person who was sticking up for him is actually ended up joining the council herself. Gomen, did you still want to keep it a secret?
秘密ってわけじゃないけど。
Tsukishima appears to be strangely shy. Could it be that the PMC's shorthandedness was this serious?
どうして
I refused your offer to join, right? So I figured that maybe Senpai held out a helping hand to you because of it.
助けてはもらったんだけど。
All the while fidgeting around, Tsukishima's answers falteringly. It's that president we're talking about here after all, so it wouldn't surprise me if she drags Tsukishima into something weird. But I guess you could also say it's a positive development for Tsukishima. However, now that you're working with our president, that means that you too might do something unreasonable before long.
そうかもね。
And should that ever happen, I'll correct your mistakes just like I promised.
ちゃんとしてね、お説教。
I promise.
浅葉くんにも神保先輩にもかなわないな。
No match? What do you mean?
乙女の秘密です。
Aww. Tsukishima dodges my question while wearing a smile on her face. Not only does her expression seem even more tender than usual, it also has a charm that I haven't seen in her smile before.
ねえ浅葉くん、私一番になりたいかも。
What does that mean? The number one? At what?
それも内緒。
Oh, she's such a tease. Girls are full of secrets, it seems. What is it that I felt right now when I saw her smile? Relief that she's alright after I decline her offer to join the PMC? Or did I find peace of mind because she actually values the promise I made with her? But Tsukishima informs me of the fact that neither of the possibilities I can think of are correct.
浅葉くん、その顔。
My face? I touch my face, but it doesn't seem like there's anything sticking onto it.
そのとってもいい笑顔だったから。
Oh, nice. So that's another that's another girl who likes him gets to see his genuine smile. Smile? I did? Sokka. It was thanks to you then.
私？
I remember what Mio told me recently. When the people around you smile, you make a wonderful smile. It would seem like that really is the truth.
じゃあもしかして私が
You're... what exactly?
朝に言ってたその私が浅葉くんを笑顔にさせられる人なのかなって。
Aww. Ah, that. I guess that might just be the case.
本当に？
Well, the same goes for Konami, Mio, and Asaba Sensei, so I can't really tell whether you're the one I'm looking for. Tsukishima's eyes go wide in surprise.
なんだ、私だけじゃないんだ。
Oh my god. Her charm points are going through the roof for me right now, guys. I think I'm definitely doing her route first. Though Sawada Sensei and Asaba Sensei told me I only had to fall in love.
浅葉くんが？
Ah, to tell you the truth, and tell her about the conversations I had with them yesterday. After parting with Tsukishima, I dropped by the infirmary to report the conclusion I arrived at. About what you said yesterday.
Huh?
I think I kind of understand now.
何のことだ？
You told me to give love a shot.
ああ、そのことか。
I actually didn't want to be able to make smiles purposefully. Or purposely. I've been wanting them to come naturally. If I can, I want to naturally smile at the person I love. And if I consider that this will in turn make the people around me happy as well, it makes love really meaningful. I mean, unfortunately you have quite a few admirers, so unfortunately if you pick one, the others are going to be kind of sad, but they won't show it. So what you were trying to say is that I might be able to smile at the one I love, right?
偉そうで生意気だな。
Well, I guess I can't deny that. In truth, it's nothing more than the personal answer I came up with, so there's no guarantee or proof that it will turn out like that. But I think it'd be great if it was like that. I want to perceive what she taught me in an optimistic way. And almost as if she had guessed my sentiments, she...
ああ、そうだ。ユーマ、お前に一つアドバイスしてやる。
She says that while looking a bit embarrassed. Advice? What is it?
チョコは3倍返しが基本だからな。
Oh, come on. Chocolate? Valentine's Day is long over, you know.
例え話だよ。それくらいわかれ。
Well, he's not really thought about love very much, does he? So I guess these sort of things will go over his head. Allegory? Meaning if someone gives me a smile, I should return it threefold?
そういうことだ。
That again seems to be something that's still far out of my reach.
やる前から諦めるんじゃない。
Funny, Junpo-senpai gave the same advice to Yuri, didn't she? Well, I'll give it my best. As I answer that, she returns a satisfied expression.
ところで、話をしに来たということは、彼女にしたい女を見つけられたのか？
You think so, wouldn't you? Yeah, that's what I'll start doing now.
あ、これから？
I've been worrying about how I should go about it. Such an answer for someone like him. Hey, why are you laughing?
いや、すまん。恋がしたくて相手を探すやつなんて初めて見てな。
Aoi-san said the same thing.
だろうな。
You're laughing a little too much there. Aoi-san already made me painfully realize that it's a weird way of going about it.
笑った。で、本当にいないのか？
There's candidates, isn't there? Well, there is. He just doesn't realize it yet, of course. Yeah, there isn't.
そうか。しかしあいつらもかわいそうにな。
Doshitano? Is that what it is? I keep saying these phrases I know, but I can't remember if the context I'm using them in is right or not. Maybe I shouldn't do it. I just want to try and fit in a bit more with the story after all. But I guess saying things wrong doesn't help, does it? What do you mean?
もっと周りに目を向けてみろってことだ。このアホ。
Around me? Why? What she just said somewhat sounded like the words of a mother who worries about her son.
これ以上は教えてやらん。あとは自分で考えろ。
Yes, that's probably the best course of action, isn't it? I don't get it at all.
悩め悩め。それが青春ってやつだ。
Be more attentive to what's going on around me, huh?
ああ、そうそう。ここでの仕事だが、もう来なくていいぞ。
Oh, that theory has come true. Are? What's that? In response to her out of the blue declaration, a goofy response escapes me.
せっかくやる気になったんだ。ここで無意な時間を過ごすよりも、女の尻を追いかけている方が有意義だって言ってるんだよ。
Chasing after girls' asses. Seriously, is that something a teacher should, or an adult should be saying? Girls' asses? Seriously?
とにかく伝えたからな。もう戻ってくるんじゃないぞ。
Is this a prison or something?
似たようなもんだろう。クール気取った牧年人の更生施設だ。
I got it already. But don't pile up so much work as to worry this unsociable, dense guy who is always acting all unruffled.
それは約束できん。
God damn it. Man, if you're really in a fix, come to the classroom and call me then.
他にもあるだろ。ユーマのいるべき場所は。
A place where I belong?
悩むがいいさ。アホな若者。
Am I really a fool, or is it simply that her questions are way too difficult? In the end, I leave the infirmary without arriving at an answer to that question. By the time I leave the school, it has already become pitch black outside. But instead of thinking about the fact that I'll be rather late home today, I ponder about what Naoe-san told me at the infirmary. Really? This is in like... The sun would probably be setting about 6:30, 7 o'clock, wouldn't it? At this time, so he's been at school an awfully long time. Attentive to what's going on around me. Ka? While thinking about the meaning of these words, I walked down the street in silence. And after a while, I arrived at this place.
ユウマさん。
Ah, Tina's back. Wow, how long must she have been waiting there? Tina, you came to pick me up again today?
はい、おかえりなさいです。今日はいつもより遅かったですね。
Yes, just some stuff came up, that's all. Gomen, I had some stuff to think about.
またお悩み事ですか？ユウマさんは大変です。
Say, Tina,
何ですか？
I want to pick up where we left off yesterday. Will you hear me out? Why is it that I'm consulting Tina about it? Or rather, what is it that I'm still mulling over at the point in the first place?
話を聞くだけならいくらでも。
Thank you, Tina. You're so sweet. So you have no intention of giving me words of advice or something after hearing that me out?
内容によります。
I'm a love fairy, so it can only be about love, right? That's a bit of a mean way to put it. Does my way of life look that awkward to you?
意味がよくわかりません。
How should I put it? Even though I actually should be feeling happy, I don't find myself satisfied.
やっぱりよくわかりません。
Basically, it seems I need to become even happier.
今のままではダメなのですか？
It should have been, but I realized that it isn't.
どうしてダメなのですか？
God, what is this? The third degree? This repeated exchange of questions and answers now makes me want to tell her about that Soul Reaper I haven't spoken about with anyone until this moment. A long time ago, I once died. Upon that, I received a new life from a Soul Reaper whose name I don't even know. What that basically means is, this life that I have right now isn't just my own. That Soul Reaper also didn't tell me whose it is. To be precise, I lost consciousness before I got the chance to ask. For that reason, I decided to live my life for everyone's sake with all I've got, so that I don't put this life and the one who granted it to me to shame.
立派だと思います。でも
Demo?
みんなのためだとユウマさんは？
Watashi? I've been fine until now. That's because everyone's happiness is also my own happiness. And there shouldn't have existed any inconsistencies in that, up until now that is. But you know, it seems I wasn't the only one who has been thinking this way. Because of that, it seems that I have to become happy as well to truly make everyone else happy. Right, this is what I need to do. I ought to make myself and the life I've been entrusted with properly taste true happiness.
私もユウマさんのその命には幸せになってほしいです。
That life. As I already thought, I guess she really might know something about the Soul Reaper girl. But right now, there's something more important to talk about. So, after talking to various people, it seemed that it'll all work out somehow if I just smiled.
ユウマさんが？
Because I can't smile. Maybe all the happiness is bottled up inside since it doesn't have the natural outlet it needs. If I think about it this way, I become a bit scared.
やっぱりよくわからないです。
No, I don't think... I wonder if anyone who's watching this understands. Hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow. Gotta stay hydrated in that, right? Come in.
でも
Tina peers into my face anxiously.
今のユウマさんが幸せじゃないのはわかりました。
I wasn't aware of it, but that's how it goes, I guess. I'm not unhappy, but I'm not fully satisfied either. Until it was pointed out to me, it never even crossed my mind though.
幸せじゃない。
Not sad, but not happy either. She murmurs something in a voice so low I'm not able to make out more than half of it. I'm perplexed by the sorrowful gaze she directs at me.
どうすれば幸せになれますか？笑顔になれますか？
Well, we gotta learn and find that out, don't we? Well, in a way, this is pretty comical. That's because Tina has been pointing out the answer to that question from the very beginning. I think I only have to fall in love, don't you think? Didn't you yourself tell me that? That I'd smile if I fell in love? Right, that's what she told me when I first met her. Did you already forget that, love fairy?
違います。決して忘れていたわけでは。
Oh, Tina, you're so adorable. I guess it might be a good idea to fall in love. She's lost for words. Staring at me in wonder, Tina freezes up. After all, there are also others who recommended that to me. Surprisingly, it might not be so bad for me. Then, slowly, Tina's face begins to form a proper expression again.
ユーマさん、聞きましたよ。本当ですね。
What is this bullshit? I did.
とうとうこの時が。
You're gonna help me? Is this really something to cry over?
だってこれで恋の妖精ができます。
She was a neat fairy before, after all. Just when you think her eyes are wet, the next moment she's already happily smiling at you again. She changes her expression so fast, you never get tired from looking at her.
嬉しいです。小太郎もそう言っています。
Can't he tell me that if he is?
いえ、私にとっては正直どうでもいいことでございまして。
I had a feeling that was going to be the answer.
この通り、小太郎もとっても喜んでます。
Grabbed by the scruff of the neck, he can't get away. Don't wring his neck so much. That really makes me feel sorry for him. And all the more because of the fact that he looks like a plushie.
それで恋のお相手は誰とするのですか？
Hold on a minute, hold on.
あんまりでございますよ、皆様。
She casually flings Kotaro away and draws closer to me. Right now, there's no one. Someday, maybe I'll find someone.
何を言っているんですか、ユーマさん。気が変わらないうちに今からしましょう。
Come on, Tina. Love doesn't happen in a split second. You should know that. There's no need to rush it. It's not something I can force. I have to naturally fall in love with a girl. I self-importantly announce what I've been told by Aoi-san and that bad-mannered nurse.
でしたら、早く誰かを好きになってください。
It's not that easy, you know.
口だけの男ですか？早く何かしてください。
She might actually have a point. If I just wait and do nothing, it probably won't change anything. Which means I should get myself more involved with other people, to the point which I can eventually fall in love with someone. But it takes courage to take that first step forward. Oh yes, that is very true.
ですね、ユーマさん。
Hmm? Suddenly, she looks at me with a gentle gaze and smiles.
応援しますから。
Oh, thank you, Tina. Ah, I think I finally understand what I've still been endlessly mulling over. Pardon me, sorry. Hope you didn't hear that. Say, Tina, if I actually find a girl I love, at that time...
はい。私がユーマさんの恋を叶えます。応援します。
There you go. In order to take that first step forward...
恋の妖精の名にかけて。
Most likely, I just wanted someone to give me a light push in the back. And that's what you've got Tina for, eh? The next day, I was in the middle of heading to a specific place. I think I probably understood it from the very beginning. If I started from here, things would start moving. But in order to do that, I would have to fix quite a lot of bad traits I still have. And because I didn't want to confront that immature side of me, I kept refusing her invitations. Taking a deep breath, I steel my resolve. Believing that a bright future awaits me beyond this door. Shiresimasu! And so I take the first step forward.
というわけでみんな、風紀委員と合体したので、新しい規則を作りました。じゃーん！恋愛禁止！
NANI?! What the fuck, What the fuck, Jinpo Senpai? Eh? Demo, it seems this first step that I took with all my courage might have been a step in a completely wrong direction.
兄さん？あれ？ゆうくん、おはよう。
Right. Ohayo.
浅場くん、どうしたの？
宿題を移したいなら残念だったな。俺はやってないぞ。
Like I need to ask your help for homework, so...
声田くん？それ、どういうことですか？
You forget that the PMC chairwoman is here.
やだな、月島さん。そんな睨まないでほしいんだけど。
I think you need it.
私はやってきたよ。さすがですね、ミオさん。なんてなんて。
Mio is a very good girl.
で、ゆうまくんは誰かに用事？
I throw a quick glance at the Love is Banned notice. It's not like my ultimate goal is to date someone. But still, it's true that I've begun to think that it might be a good idea. So now, confronted with the fact that this turned out to be the first step on the road to disappointment, I find myself at a loss at how to react. Let's see. Alright, for now, I should leave and come back again later after thinking this through one more time. It's nothing important. I'll come back later.
そうなの？でもせっかく来たんだし、ゆっくりしていったら？
Well... But it seems everyone is rather busy, so...
ゆうりちゃん、今って忙しいの？今ので話が終わりみたいだし、あとは教室に戻るだけだけど。
No one's gonna help you out, I'm afraid, Yuma.
ね、だから用事がある人は連れてっちゃってもいいよ。それとも生徒会に入るつもりになった？
well...
本当？ゆうくんも入るの？兄さんも一緒なら心強いですよね。
But this seems to be an anti-love area, so I don't think he should be here.
ええ、浅場くんもいてくれたら風紀委員の仕事をお願いできるし。
Despite that I haven't said anything yet, the conversation steadily progresses as if I had already agreed to join. So, who couldn't watch much longer, cuts into the conversation.
おいおい、待ってくれよみんな。ユーマは保健室の手伝いがあるから無理だろ。
Oh, he's backing him up. God damn. This is why So, despite all his flaws, is a bro. Much better than Prez from Sankaku Renai.
ああ、そっか。沢田先生も浅場くんの手伝いで助かってるだろうし。
Oh no, no, everyone's disappointed.
そうなんだよね。ゆうまくんを攻略するにはそこを崩さないと。
What should I do? Should I tell them about it? Even if I remain silent about it now, they'd eventually hear about it from her anyway, and it's not like there'd be a problem even if I just told them. About that, she dismissed me. All of them look at me with a surprised expression.
え？首？
She said she didn't need my help anymore and told me to never come back.
浅場くん、沢田先生に何を？
Oh no, they're taking it the wrong way.
おっぱいか。先生のおっぱいもみもみしたのか？
Well, I'm sure that would be very nice. No. As if. It's just that there were some reasons that led to it. She may always be teasing me for fun, but just like Aoi-san, she was always concerned about me one way or another. And that's precisely why she drove me out of the infirmary. She did what she thought was best for me.
ねえ、ゆうまくん。前に言ってたよね。保健室の手伝いがあるから、生徒会は手伝えないって。
Now you don't have an excuse anymore. That's certainly what I said.
じゃあさ、今はフリーってこと？
That's how it is. I know what she's getting at. And I also know what I should do now. I guess I have no choice but to resolve myself, huh? Reconsidering won't get me anywhere. I came here because I've decided that I wanted to change.
あのね、ゆうまくん。しつこいと思うけど、聞いてくれる？生徒会に。
Wait a moment. Or ちょっと待って, senpai. To begin with, only people who want to work for the sake of this school's students should join the student council. That opinion still hasn't changed. That's why I consider it to be wrong to join for a selfish reason like becoming able to smile. Instead, I should work with the mindset and goal of bringing smiles to all of the school students. And if I become able to smile myself as a result of it, I think there couldn't possibly be any greater happiness. That's the kind of future I dream of. Please let me join the student council. For the sake of that future, I took my first step forward from here. There we go. I had a feeling this would be eventually what would happen. Wait a second. This already played, like, earlier. Okay. I guess we have actually taken the first step towards actually love, so that's the point of the game, isn't it? So I guess it makes sense to have the opening play again. Although you'd think they would have translated this part for the English release anyway. I gotta admit though, when I learned that this game only had main routes and no side routes, so we can't get with anyone of like the teachers or anything, you know, I guess it makes sense. But, you know, I like Aoi Sensei. She's so cute. Woo boy. I guess the game really is starting in earnest now if it's going to play the opening again. Alright, let's go. We're into the meat of the game now. Just gonna take my jacket off, it's a bit warm. Oh look, there's no date. So I guess that means we have done the common route. Ugh. There you go. There you go, that's better. And so, I officially became a member of the student council.
いやー、しかしまさかな。会長はユーマまでも首を縦に振らせたか。
It's all because of Sawada Sensei after all. Just how many times are you going to bring that? Put it to rest already.
それだけ驚きだったんだって。
While throwing inappropriate replies to a topic I'm already tired of hearing by now, we walk in the hallway on our way to a different classroom.
それで、今日は会長と一緒に昼飯を食うことになったんだっけ？
Apparently. She's going to explain to me the student council's work.
ユーマには優しいよな、会長。俺の時にはそんなこと全くなかったぞ。
You're a chubby chaser, is it any wonder? Isn't it just because she's being extra careful so that I don't quit, now that the student council finally has an agreeable amount of members?
どうだかな。ま、何にしろ、お前は会長のお気に入りだと思うぞ。
Yeah, it's kind of funny, it's only just now that she's taken an interest. Took a liking to me, you say. From my perspective, that would better apply to Konami and Mio.
それで、生徒会に入った理由だけど、本当のところは何なんだ？
What do you want to hear? Isn't it a good enough reason that I was eventually swayed because she kept inviting me over and over again?
お前がそんな玉じゃないのは知ってるからな。何か理由があるんだろう。
See, this is what he knows. He knows his mate. Let me keep that to myself. It'd obviously be quite embarrassing to tell So about it. While we converse, Hanako approaches us from the front side.
あ、ちょっと浅場優馬。
おお、さすがに人気者だな、賞金首。
Former, that is. Did he have to bring that up again now that I finally started to forget about it? What's the matter, Hanako?
花子って言うんじゃないわよ。
Well, I can already guess what she wants.
浅場優馬、あんた生徒会に入ったって本当なの？
I did. Something wrong with that?
どうしたもこうしたもないわよ。なんで私に黙ってるのよ。
I didn't think we were that close that I had to tell you that, to be honest. Why, you ask? Do I have an obligation to tell you?
あるに決まってるでしょ。記事にするんだから。
You want an interview then, is that what you're saying? So in short, what she's basically saying is, she expects me to immediately leak juicy information to her. And as if that wasn't enough, she's saying that right to the face of the person who would become the subject of that article.
結局あんたの変顔記事も受けが良かったし、普通のを出せばキャーキャーうるさいし、不愉快だから、せめて私のために役立ちなさいよ。
I do actually remember seeing a post on Steam about people wishing that Hanako had a root. And I guess the whole hate turning to love thing would be an interesting angle, but I guess the developers didn't want to do that.
さすがだな、色男。
I'm not happy about that at all, and you should first of all retort something in response to this girl's absurd logic.
ああ、そうは言ってもな。新聞部は生徒会広報も兼ねてるから、むちゃくちゃでもないぞ。
Guess that makes sense then now, doesn't it? Are they? Student Council PR, was it? The newspaper club?
何よあんた、もしかして知らなかったの？
Why else would she so brazenly approve something that the newspaper club put in front of her, like the wanted poster, without looking at it?
ほら、そういう関係もあるから、会長とも仲いいんだよ、月島姉さんは。
Big sis Tsukishima? She is indeed Tsukishima's older sister, but that way of calling her feels off all the same.
あんたこの前の新聞も見てたでしょ？ちゃんと生徒会のことも記事にしてたじゃない。
Now that you mention it, true. Indeed, there was an article about the union with the PMC.
だから何か記事になりそうなことがあったら真っ先に私に教えること。いいわね。
I get your reasoning, but Senpai is just going to tell you anyway, right? I don't see a problem if you just waited for that.
情報は速度が命なのよ。あんたにはそれがわからないっていうの？
True, you always have to be the first one to report the news to be popular. Well, it's not like I don't know where you're coming from, but just when I'm about to object by telling her that I naturally can't take the risk of giving her inaccurate information, a powerful ally appears.
ちょっと花、いい加減にしなさい。
Yuri-chan!
ユーリ。
Tsukishima? Most likely because we've been talking in the middle of the hallway, Tsukishima, who has exited the classroom later than we, suddenly joins our conversation.
生徒会に入ったということは空気委員の仲間でもあるの。浅場くんに対して何か文句があるようなら私も黙ってないわよ。
Oh, thank you, Yuri.
それがなんだってのよ。
The two sisters glare at each other tensely.
おお、 こりゃまた険悪な空気だな。
Well, they are quite opposite, aren't they, in how they operate, so I guess it only makes sense that they butt heads every now and again. I mean, we've seen it happen before already anyway, so it's not a surprise. You aren't exactly in any position to say that in such a carefree manner, you know. You're also a PMC member.
ああ、言われてみりゃそうか。合体したんだしな。
Yeah, you've got to be a bit more strict with the rules as well. So lend me a hand.
はいはい。
While exchanging looks, I move towards Tsukishima while So takes position next to Hanako.
まあまあ、そこまでにしときなよ、花子ちゃん。
誰が花子ちゃんよ、この変態副会長。
Ooh.
花子ちゃんもせっかく美人なのにもったいねえな。怒るとブサイクになっちまうぜ。
Guess that's not entirely inaccurate. I mean, Hanako is cute. I mean...
美人？そう？ま、美しいのは仕方ないわよね。持って生まれたものなんだし。
Boy, is she easy to talk down. Hanako immediately gets carried away by So's extremely poor flattery. Jesus, how can you be so simple-minded, Hanako? Well, I guess I should accomplish my part as well. Tsukishima, I'm glad that you got angry for my sake, but you should calm down a bit.
おそばくん。
The PMC chairwoman shouldn't cause a scene in the middle of the hallway, Naro.
それもそうね。わかったわ。
As to be expected of her, she's rational. Tsukishima, who agreed to my argument, loosens up again.
いやー、やっぱり月島姉妹では花子ちゃんの方が可愛いよな。
I wouldn't agree with that, but I know what you're doing.
よくわかってるじゃないの、あんた。単なる変態じゃなかったのね。
Oh, Hanako, you're so easy.
当然だろう。俺の目算によれば、妹よりも若干太ってるのは間違いないから。
Oh my god, he's just totally ruined everything.
なんですって？
まあ、それでもまだまだ足りないんだけどな。せめてあと10、いや、5キロだけでも。
He's let his own personal taste cloud his judgment.
まずは二の腕を一回り大きくすることを理想にだな。あれなんか怒ってる？
So, you are so...
この変態副会長！
Oof. Right in the stomach, I take it, or maybe in the solar plexus. So, that was basically like stepping on a landmine. Even I know that much. And what makes the whole thing all the more nasty, his estimation is actually correct.
もう浅場優馬に変態副会長に何なのよ、生徒会のやつらは。
Hey, he's always been a member of the student council. Hanako traces her way back to where she came from while laying her angry bare by throwing complaints at us.
あ、いっててててて。ああ、思いっきり腹に肘食らったわ。
You deserve that. Can't defend you. That was absolutely the worst thing you could have said. Why did you add fuel to the fire?
今みたいなのはさすがにかばえないわね。
Exactly. There's no bailing him out of that situation.
え？俺おかしなこと言ってたか？
Neither Tsukishima nor I rewarded his question with an answer. Should be common sense after all.
はーい、どうぞ。
失礼します。
いらっしゃい、ゆうまくん。待ってたよ。
There's the whole Love is Ban banner still up, I see. Just as promised this morning, bringing my lunch along, I've showed up at the student council room.
ほら、座って座って。お茶も今入れるから。
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm not a guest, but a member now. Let me take care of the tea.
ダメ。今日くらい私に入れさせなさい。
He's trying so hard to keep him. Demo.
さて問題です。
ゆうまくんの上司は誰でしょう？
What am I supposed to say when she asked me that out of nowhere? You. Daro?
ピンポーン、正解。そんなわけで上司命令、お茶を入れさせなさい。
Yokatta. I may be stubborn, but I think the same goes for her.
それじゃあちょっと待っててね。
And so I gaze at Senpai's back for a while.
はい、お待たせ。
Arigato. After placing 2 teacups on the table, she sits down. Green tea?
ご飯には緑茶じゃない？
I can agree to that, but... Green tea and a teacup, huh? While I'm somewhat surprised due to the mismatch, Senpai begins to talk. Begins! No, Senpai begins to talk.
そうそう。それと入室時だけど、もう役員なんだからノックしなくていいよ。
Well, so long as she's not changing in here at any time, I guess we're alright. Now that she's pointed it out, I realize it. It may have been in fact me who still felt like a guest rather than a member. You're right. Yokatta.
さてと、じゃあまずはご飯食べよっか。
She takes out a plastic bag and spreads out the contents. You brought your lunch at the school store?
まあね。おにぎりとかサンドイッチとか楽だよ。書類読みながら食べられるし。
Yeah, something that's easy to hold in your hand and munch on is always the best thing to have. That's bad manners.
少しぐらい許してよ。ここだと誰も見てないしね。
Is it such a tough job to be the student council president that there is a need to go this far? Now that I think about it, I get the feeling she's always here whenever I drop by. Pardon me. It's hard to imagine from her usual demeanor, but I guess there's quite some pressure from work.
あ、だけど学食でもよく食べるよ。たまにユーリもいて面白いし。
Interesting. You mean her outfit?
そうそう、和風メイド。かわいいよね、あれ。
Oh, there's no denying that. I agree with you on that, Jinpo senpai. She herself seems to feel embarrassed wearing it though.
すっごい似合ってるのにな。
Which is exactly why I'm sure she gets lots of stares, especially from the boys. I actually agree with her, but saying it out loud would probably result in her teasing me in various ways, so I ultimately keep it to myself. Seems like a rational move there.
ゆうまくんはいつもお弁当？
Iye, that would be too much of a burden for my mum on top of her work, so I use the cafeteria or buy my lunch at the school store 2 or 3 days a week.
あ、そっか。ゆうまくんちのお母さんって浅場先生だっけ？
You knew?
まあね、生徒会長だし。
Fair enough. I guess that's only natural then. In her position, she likely gets wind of special circumstances regarding students rather easily.
安心して、誰かに言いふらしたりとかしてないから。
Well, I guess she has a responsibility to keep private matters private. I wasn't worried. I trust you.
そういえば、他のみんなはそのことって知ってるの？声田くんとか、ゆうりとか。
I didn't really tell anyone. Mio obviously knows about it, but she wouldn't tell anyone either.
そっか。
You would think people would put the surnames together, wouldn't you? Really? Is there something wrong with that?
役員の緊急連絡先どうしようかなって。自宅から通ってる子は基本的に保護者だから。
Sokka. That's a fair reason. It should be fine to tell those two anyway, so I'll do so on my next opportunity.
わかった。よろしくね。それじゃあご飯にしよっか。
Yeah. Or, right. Thanks for the tea.
はい、どうぞ。
And so I had lunch together with Senpai in a pleasantly calm atmosphere.
という流れの対応が必要なの。わかった？
Nandemonai. I anticipated that our conversation would eventually digress completely despite her saying that she'd teach me about my job here. But in contrast to that expectation, she actually precisely explained everything to me.
大まかな流れはこんなとこかな。質問はある？
Yeah, I'm fine for now. I'll ask you if something I don't know comes up during the actual work, if that's okay with you.
オッケー。細かいことはコエタくんやユーリの方が詳しいだろうから、そっちに聞いてもいいかも。
よかった。ありがとう。
うんうん。それじゃ、これから頑張ってね。
I will. In response to Senpai's words, I nod, feeling motivated. At any rate, it seems you really are the student council president after all.
それってどういうことかな？
You can't help it. She's such a free spirit. The position of student council president doesn't really seem to fit her, does it? I'm talking about the fact that you've just neatly explained everything to me in detail.
そう？わかりやすかった？
It was fairly easy to follow.
なんか照れるなもう。
Having said that, she displays an embarrassed smile on her face.
さて、それじゃあこれで生徒会の説明は終わりね。次は将棋部の活動についてだけど。
Alright, yeah, this is also the Shogi Club, isn't it? Ah, right. I guess I'm a member of that as well now.
合体してるからね。嫌だった？
Yeah, Konami is there as well. I couldn't possibly mind it.
そっか、よかった。
So I guess that basically means you've really been doing club activities.
あれ、コナタンから聞いてなかった？毎日生徒会の仕事が終わったら指してるんだよ。
Maybe she doesn't tell us because she keeps losing. So kana. I guess I haven't caught on to that because I've been coming home even later recently. If I had come here before her, I most likely would have become worried and asked her why she came home late. But all the Shogi Club does is play Shogi, right?
うん、そうだね。
Then I think there's really nothing to explain.
そんなことはないよ。部員の実力を知っておくのも部長の務めでしょ？
I don't know when she managed to prepare it, but she suddenly places a shogi board on the table after saying that. Senpai?
さ、それじゃあ一曲やろっか。
I guess it makes sense, you gotta analyze the skill somehow. Ignoring my dumbfounded expression, Senpai proceeds to align the shogi pieces on the board enthusiastically. I lost.
あれ？
I instantly lost to her. I might have even set a new record with that playtime. I see you want the Shogi Club's president for nothing.
ああ、うん。ありがとう。じゃなくて、
What's the matter?
コナタンからユウマくんには一度も勝ったことがないって聞いたんだけど。
That's correct. I haven't lost a single time.
あのさ、こう言ったらなんだけど、コナタンの方が強くない？
I agree.
なのに負けなしなの？
Or because she values the knight too much. I'm playing by instinct, so in terms of skill, it should be impossible for me to win against her. I once asked Konami why she couldn't win against me. Our late father was the one who taught Konami Shogi, and according to her, my playstyle is close to his.
苦手なの？
She says it's so straightforward that it throws her pace off.
そういうことか。なんか納得。
So really, their father was pretty bad at Shogi. So basically, the only ones I can win against are Konami and people who don't know how to play Shogi at all.
そっか。悲しくなっちゃうのかな。
I'm sure her confidence gets dented by it sometimes. If that's how she feels about it, I don't think she would play with me in the first place. True, true. That's why, Konami probably. She genuinely loves Shogi because she was taught by our father, so she most likely only sees me as a wall for her to overcome someday.
そっか。
So please keep playing against her without holding back.
もちろん。 なんせ部長だしね。
Wow, she can actually be serious about things. Showing a bright smile, she nods. On that subject, there's something I'd like to ask you.
なになに？
How come you're so good at shogi? Did someone teach you?
気になる？
Well, yeah. After all, I always thought that there shouldn't be many people Konami's age who are better than her.
そうかもね。コナタンは強いと思うよ。
But Konami lost to you, so I wondered if there was some sort of secret behind your skill.
教えてあげたいけど、ごめんね。秘密なの。
I guess that's the case. Soka.
ただね、強さの陰にはちゃんとした努力があるんだよ。それは一朝一夕のものじゃなくて、それこそ血の滲むような。
As she mutters that, a somewhat sorrowful, and yet, in a way, nostalgic expression surfaces on her face. Daro? Nothing just falls conveniently into one's lap. Until now, Senpai has simply put in more effort than Konami did. That's probably all there is to it. Incidentally, hasn't Konami won a single time against you yet? I mean, it's already been more than a week since you joined.
まあね、いいところまでは行くんだけど、わざと負けたら怒りそうだし。
Wow, she's really good at shogi then. I can guarantee she would. Considering Konami's attitude towards shogi, even I can't tell what punishment that would bring about.
怒らせるためにわざと負けるのもいいかも。
Wow, that's mean. As a consequence, she might hate you for a while, you know.
それはちょっと勘弁してほしいな。
Well then don't hold back ever. That's how serious she is about it.
じゃあ、私も真剣にやっつけるしかないか。
Yeah, please do so. Sorry, I still got up at 6 o'clock for work, even though I ended up not going in the end. I didn't go to sleep after either, so I might be a bit more yawny than normal. In which case I apologize. I strongly believe that Konami will someday win against her. Give it your best, Konami.
さて、じゃあ将棋関係はこんな感じね。次はみおちゃんについてだけど。
You mean that activity to cure her constitution? Interpersonal countermeasures, was it?
まあね、確かにそれがメインだけど、多分ゆうまくんが考えているよりもちょっと幅広いよ。
How exactly? As I think about what she means by that, she gives an example of what her statement entails.
ゆうまくんはポエタくんのことをどう思う？
So kana. I'd say he's a joker with a chubby fetish.
そうだね。彼の内面はそんな感じ。じゃあ、見た感じはどう？
On the outside? You mean things like he'd likely be popular if he kept his mouth shut?
そうそう。なんだ、ゆうまくんもポエタくんのことをそう思ってたの？
I think that's all you can think about him. No, I just reiterated what I heard from other girls.
ああ、なるほどね。
Actually, now that I think about it, he might actually be rather handsome. But maybe because his habitual image is just too strong in my mind, I just couldn't seem to see him in that light, regardless of what girls say. So, what about him?
彼もある意味、内面に問題があるでしょ？だからこの前、女性のことはとにかく褒めろって教えたの。
Well, in that case, it did work till a point. With Hanako. Compliment?
そう。たとえ自分の好きじゃない痩せ型でも、どこかにいいところがあるはずだって。そこを褒めてあげようってね。
After hearing those words, I understood why So complimented Hanako earlier in that awfully wrong way. It's no good. He didn't get what Senpai told him at all.
みおちゃんのリハビリも大事だけど、せっかくだし、彼も直してあげないと。
That makes sense. I hope you can do it. It'd be great if he at least stopped forcing his fetish onto girls the first time he meets them. What kind of rehabilitation are you doing with Mio?
男性に触れている状況のイメトレさせたり、目隠ししてユウマくんの真似した私と触れ合ったり。
Well, you won't have to pretend to be him anymore then, will you? You pretend to be me?
ダメだった？
I don't really mind as long as it helps Mio. But still, what in the world is she doing? And what's the result so far?
全然ダメ。私以外でも匂いで分かっちゃうし、イメトレだといつの間にか男性同士の絡みになるし。
Dearie me. She's that far gone, eh? Soka. That's right. Something also needs to be done about Mio's tendency to daydream.
ま、そんなわけだから、ユウマくんも手伝ってあげてね。
Well, it's what he's been doing the whole time, right? Of course. The method itself isn't different from what we always do, but with an there might be some new development. I couldn't possibly be any happier if that happened.
それで最後に風紀委員だけど。
Boy, she sure did take on a lot more responsibility, didn't she?
有利に聞いてね。
Thought so. あれ？
私には分かんないところあるし、委員長は有利だし。それに一緒のクラスでしょ？
Yep. Sounds makes sense to me. Well, I guess.
だからそういうことでよろしく。
I can't believe she would just shove everything onto Tsukishima after coming this far.
あれ？呆れちゃった？
No, I just thought that you're you after all.
それって褒めてるの？
Front of the hand, but I think it's more of a backhand.
Oh.
It only means that my impression of you shifted back to what it was before.
なんかバカにされてる感じがする。
That's not really my intention, but it's true that I feel a bit disappointed while at the same time I also feel somewhat relieved.
ま、なんでもいっか。それじゃあせっかくだし、もう一曲やろう。
You mean shogi? I see you like it as well.
好きっていうか、ハマってきたみたいな感じ？
Well, you do get addicted to things you like, don't you? After all the practice she must have been through, she became addicted to it.
ほらほら、並べて。
As we clear the board that has been left as it is after my loss and start to line up the pieces again, the chime rings.
あれ、もう終わり？
Yep. It seems so. Unfortunately, we'll have to postpone our rematch.
そうだね。じゃあまた放課後に来てね。
Well, it's a club activity and club activities happen after school. Ah, right. Would it be alright if I was a bit late?
なんかあるの？
I have a little something I need to talk about at the infirmary.
沢田先生のところに戻るの？
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I wouldn't do something so half-assed after saying I'd join.
ならいいけど、それじゃあ何しに行くの？
Well, to thank her.
そういうことか。わかった。いってらっしゃい。
While being seen off by Senpai's smile, I leave the student council room. And so, with school over, I've come to the infirmary. Shireshimasu.
でね、その時、コナミちゃんがユウマくんのことをね。
Oh my, what have you walked in on?
いつまで続くんだ、その子供自慢は。
Oh dear.
まだ始まったばかりだよ。
I have the perfect children ever. It seems there's already another visitor here. Well, it's Aoi-san though.
ああ、ほら。お前の愛しい息子が来てるぞ。
ほんとだ。ユウマくんどうしたの？気分悪いの？
Yeah, I came for a different reason. On another note, it's surprising that you're already here, Asaba-sensei. She must have come here directly after homeroom, I guess.
ちょっと近くの教室に用事があったからついでに顔出してみたんだ。
そっか。
それよりユーマ、いつも通り葵さんって呼んでやったらどうだ？
そうだよユーマくん、名前で呼んでほしいな。
Yeah. But we're still at school here. And then I realize, I get the feeling I usually call her Aoi-san when I'm talking to her at the infirmary. Technically speaking, it's still within the school, but it's a rather isolated place after all. Well, I guess there's no problem with that. Okay, then I'll do that, Aoi-san. The moment I call her by her name, she displays a dazzling smile. Why can't she have a root, damn it?
それで何の用事だ？
Well, I came to speak to you.
私に？もう手伝いは不要と言ったはずだぞ。
もうなおちゃんってば、さっきもユーマくんがここを離れて寂しいって言ってたのに。
Oh, Aoi-san, always saying what people don't want you to say. You said that? You feel lonely without me?
んなわけあるか。ユーマを追い出したって言ったら勝手に葵が勘違いしただけだ。
なおちゃんってば照れちゃって。
知るか。
It's interesting to see Sawada Sensei being bullied. She's not being bullied per se, but you know, she just can't handle Aoi-san. She shows an embarrassed expression that can only be seen when her best friend Aoi-san is present. I realize once again that her attitude towards Aoi-san really is different than towards me. Anyways, I didn't come here for work. I only want to make a small report.
報告だと？
あ、大事なお話ならお母さん席外そうか。
Yeah, I want you to know as well anyway, so it's actually convenient for me to have you here.
そんな改まって何の報告だ？早速恋人でもできたのか？
I don't think Aoi-san's ready for that.
恋人？昨日の今日なのに？
Oh, she's so cute. Calm down, Aoi-san. That's not it. I joined the student council.
生徒会？
Now that I'm actually saying it out loud in front of them, it makes me feel slightly embarrassed.
そうか。なんだ、予想より早かったな。
I don't know why you'd think that. It's been obvious. Jinpo-senpai's been around here and said that. So why would she think that was faster than expected? You expected it?
もう忘れたか？言っただろ。お前のいるべき場所は他にあるって。
In which case he picked it up rather quickly, didn't he? Now that she mentions it, that is indeed what she said. Does that mean she already knew that I was going to join the student council back then?
生徒会か。頑張ってね、ユーマくん。
Thank you, Aoi-san. Now that I've joined, I intend to put my back into it.
コナミもいるんだろ？
Apparently she's our secretary.
そうか。ま、せいぜい妹やジンポウに迷惑をかけて頑張れ。
Is that really something you wanted me saying? Aren't you supposed to say the opposite?
いいんだよ、かけろ。
It's fine. You'll love then, won't you?
そうだね。生徒会の仲間なんだし、支え合ってこの学園を良くしていってね。
そう、葵の言う通りだ。
Then just say so from the beginning.
なおちゃん、いつも言葉が足りないからね。
She does, doesn't she?
寡黙なんだよ、私は。
Fair enough. Do people normally say that about themselves?
養護教諭は言ってもいい決まりになっている。
In what world is that normal for a nurse? With Aoi-san here, it's like having explanatory commentaries for her, resulting in her spouting even more nonsense than usual.
で、誰を狙ってるんだ？
What's that supposed to mean?
生徒会の誰かが好きなんだろ？
All the girls that seem to hang around him are in it after all. Yeah. Betsuni. Also, love is banned in the student council.
あ
恋愛禁止ってどういうことなの？
It's a shame. I don't think Jinpo Senpai realized what he was after. Do you know about how both the student council and PMC got into grave situations as a result of love affairs?
ああ、うん。他の先生からちょっと聞いたよ。
やめたやつらもやめたやつらだがな。私には意味がわからん。
How can you both hold up morals when you're not going to be moral yourself?
もう、そういうこと言っちゃダメでしょ、なおちゃん。
付き合いを続けながらそれぞれの仕事を頑張ればいいだけだろうが。
People would see it as a distraction they'd rather be without though, wouldn't they?
みんな器用な子ばかりじゃないんだよ。
Yeah, pretty much.
はいはい。まったく相変わらず葵は甘い。
But that's why she's so cute and I wish she had a root. I actually agree with her opinion, but can love actually change people to that extent? That's a question I can't find an answer to. Anyways, because of that, student council members are prohibited from dating.
なるほどな。人法のやつらしいというか、なんというか。
Indeed. She takes on all this responsibility, so she has to, you know.
他の子は嫌がってなかった？
Well, all of the members are sort of distant to love in the first place. Tsukishima even outright denies it.
コナミちゃんも興味なさそうだもんね。
まあ、お前は気にするな。忍ぶ恋というのも燃えるらしいしな、葵。
True, the father is a lot older than Aoi-san.
私は別に、というか卒業してからだよ。
Yep, he dated a student after she graduated. I guess that's at least some responsible. Aoi-san appears rather embarrassed in response to that inciting remark. I suppose it must be about Dad. But you know, it's not really convincing to hear that from a person who doesn't have a boyfriend.
やかましい。
I don't know the detailed story that led to their marriage, but since they were students and teacher, there must have been all sorts of difficulties. Well, that isn't something you'd ask someone to tell you about in great detail, after all. Well then, I should be leaving for the student council room now.
頑張ってね。
ああ、待てユーマ。選別をやる。
A farewell gift, huh? Having said that, she thrusts a farewell gift into my hand. Ah, some candy. Candy?
達者でな。
Saying that would give us someone unhealthy stuff. It's not like I'm graduating.
保健室登校からの卒業だ。
I'm properly attending classes, you know.
ユウマくん、まだサボってないよ。
He is a responsible young man after all. Yet, she says, does that mean she thinks it wouldn't be surprising if I did eventually?
いいから持っていけ。他の役員にもあげれば仲良くなれるだろ。
The thing is, I'm already familiar with all the members from the beginning anyway. But if you say so, I'll gladly accept them. Concluding that it would be rude to decline, I stuffed the candy into my pocket. Arigato.
礼などいい。
I'm not only thanking you for the candy, I know it's for everything you've done for me.
なら、なおさら言う必要なんてない。私は先生として当然のことをしただけだ。
Aww.
なおちゃん照れちゃってるみたい。
Oh yeah, of course she is.
葵、余計なことを言うな。
はーい。
Aww. This is so wholesome. Seeing them like this really makes it hit home that they're good friends. While I do want to talk for a little longer with these two who almost seem like a married couple, I can't help let my new comrades wait for too long. Somewhat reluctantly, I put my hand on the door. Later then.
いってらっしゃい、ユウマくん。
Ah, itakimasu.
また、顔出せ。
And so, I leave the infirmary while hearing that curt yet gentle voice behind me.
じゃあゆうくん頑張ろうね。
Okay, we're gonna stop here.
セーブ画面セーブしてもいい？セーブいたしましたよ。
So I'm kind of tempted to try and finish Little Busters, but I did say Sakuna, so I'll be doing that.
これでおしまいかな？
So I just need to go do something. I'll be back shortly. Stick around if you're here.